Jeremiah 4. If you do return, O Yisrael, says Yahuah, return to me, and if you remove your abomination from my presence and cease straying, and shall swear, as Yahuah lives, in truth, in lawfulness, and in obedience, then nations shall bless themselves in him, and they shall boast in him. For this is what Yahuah said to the men of Yehuda and Jerusalem: break up your tillable ground, and do not sow among thorns. Circumcise yourselves to Yahuah, and take away the foreskins of your hearts, you men of Yehuda and inhabitants of Jerusalem, lest my wrath come forth like fire and burn, with none to quench it, because of the evil of your actions. Declare in Yehuda, and let it be heard in Jerusalem, and say, blow the ram's horn in the land. Cry aloud and say, gather yourselves, and let us go into the walled city. Lift up the banner toward Zion. Be strong, do not stand still. For I am bringing evil from the north, and great destruction. A lion has come up from his bush, and the destroyer of nations is on his way. He has set out from his place to make your land a ruin. Your cities are laid waste without inhabitant. For this, gird yourself with sackcloth, lament and wail, for the burning displeasure of Yahuah has not turned back from us. And in that day it shall be, says Yahuah, that the heart of the king shall perish, and the heart of the heads, and the priests shall be astonished, and the prophets wonder. Then I said, Ah, Adonai Yahuah, truly you have greatly deceived this people and Jerusalem, saying, peace is for you, whereas the sword reaches to the heart. At that time it shall be said to this people and to Jerusalem, a scorching wind of the bare heights blows in the wilderness toward the daughter of my people, not to fan or to cleanse. A wind too strong for this shall come for me. Now it is I who speak judgments against them. See, he comes up like clouds, and his chariots like a whirlwind. His horses shall be swifter than eagles. Woe to us, for we shall be ravaged. Jerusalem, wash your heart from evil, and be delivered. Till when would your wicked thoughts remain within you? For a voice is declaring from Dan, and is proclaiming trouble from Mount Ephraim. Announce to the nations, look, proclaim against Jerusalem, that besiegers are coming from a distant land, and raise their voice against the cities of Yehuda. Like keepers of a field, they are against her all around, because she has rebelled against me, says Yahuah. Your ways and your actions have brought this upon you. This is your evil because it is bitter, because it has reached into your heart. O my inward parts, I am in pain. O the walls of my heart pounds in me, I am not silent. For you have heard, O my being, the sound of the ram's horn, a shout of battle. Destruction upon destruction is cried, for all the land is ravaged. Suddenly my tents are ravaged, my curtains in a moment. How long shall I see a banner, and hear the sound of the ram's horn? For my people are foolish, they have not known me. They are stupid children, and they have no understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. I looked at the earth, and saw it was formless and empty. And the heavens, they had no light. I looked at the mountains, and saw they shook, and all the hills were swaying. I looked and saw there was no man, and all the birds of the heavens had fled. I looked and saw the garden land was a wilderness, and all its cities were broken down at the presence of Yahuah by his burning displeasure. For thus said Yahuah, all the earth shall be a ruin, but I shall not make a complete end. On account of this, let the earth mourn and the heavens above be dark, because I have spoken, because I have purposed and shall not relent, nor do I turn back from it. All the city is fleeing from the noise of the horsemen and bowmen. They shall go into bushes and climb up on the rocks. All the city is forsaken, and no one is dwelling in it. And when you are ravaged, what would you do? Though you put on crimson, though you adorn yourself with ornaments of gold, though you enlarge your eyes with paint, you adorn yourself in vain. Your lovers despise you, they seek your life. For I have heard a voice as of a woman in labor, the distress as of her who brings forth her first child, the voice of the daughter of Zion. She bewails herself, she spreads out her hands, saying, Woe to me, for my being faints because of murderers.